to share a piece of advice with you that might change the trajectory of your life. Okay, so I was in a client session the other day, and when I was reading her energy field, I saw that she had an inner child within that was very nervous about fully stepping into her spiritual gifts and stepping out of the woo closet and expressing herself authentically and getting into her soul mission, because she didn't want to be even more weird, is what the inner child said. And she was worried about losing the attachments that she already had. And what she meant by that was, hey, I am already not resonating with the majority of people in my life. And so if I, keep on continuing on this path, I feel like I'm going to lose everyone. And when I say lose everyone, that doesn't always mean that you're necessarily, people are exiting out of your life, even though sometimes that can happen because you're not a frequency match anymore, but that they're just not going to understand you even more. Okay. And if we have abandonment wounds within us, with our inner children, that can be really scary for them, because there's these very deep sense of loneliness that they carry sometimes, because we've never had somebody fully understand us. Okay. So when I was speaking to her, I said, this is something that I wish I would have known earlier, and I would tell my younger self. Okay. What does it matter if we lose everyone? Okay. How do you lose something you didn't have in the first place? And what I mean by that is, what is the harm in going completely woo and following your dreams and your goals and your visions and aspirations because nobody understands you in the first place? Like, yes, you probably are going to drop some friends if you continue expressing yourself authentically, because it takes a lot of energy, what I was expressing to her, to people please and mask and tone yourself down and water yourself down. Okay. And sometimes it's not the other person's fault that they are not understanding us, because we are not presenting the true us. Okay. They are in resonance with the mask that we have created, and that actually makes us feel a lot more lonelier, because we are attracting persons who are not going to resonate with the depths of our soul, because we're not showing that. The only way that you can pull in the people who you do want in your life, like your soul tribe members or clients in your spiritual business, or anything that is in resonance with you, is you have to express yourself authentically and so people can find you, right? And I said to her, yes, I did lose some friends, right? But honestly, it was taking so much energy to be in them in the first place. And I did walk this path for a little while where it did feel very lonely, but I was already feeling lonely and I needed to heal my abandonment wounds within myself. And the only way that you can heal abandonment wounds is to show up for yourself. When there's nothing outside of you that is going to heal that but yourself. When you have inner children and teenagers inside that have abandonment wounds, you showing up as the higher self and giving them unconditional love and hyping them up and telling them they're amazing and special and magical and whimsical, and you are going to continue to be here for them every single day, does not matter if nobody else understands them. You understand them. Okay, you get you. You can be your weirdo, alien, galactic, witchy, woo-woo self with them. And when you can stand very sovereign in yourself with that, that's when you start attracting things in your outer reality that are in resonance. The people, the places, the opportunities and experiences just start flooding in. Everything in my life really started taking off when I came to that realization of, how do you lose something you don't already have? And I know that kind of sounds a little depressing when you first say it, but it takes so much weight and pressure off, because it's like, oh, ding, yeah, like, and I was saying to her, that most people in my life, you know, like family members and just people I have been friends with for a really long time, once I started going real woo-woo, they're like, oh yeah, that tracks. That totally makes sense. That totally makes sense that you're super into crystals and that you are an energy healer and, you know, all these different things. Okay, and I'm not saying that that's an easy journey to break down those walls and those guards, because at the same time, sometimes we have fears of persecution, not just from this incarnation, but other ones as well. And, you know, but the more that you shed those layers of self that are not your true self, the more that reality reflects back to you, like how beautifully amazing and magical it can be on the other side. I was expressing to her that I really only have magical people in my life now. People who are neurospicy, people who believe in magic and spirituality and are awesome cheerleaders and loving and supportive and are my hype persons, and just a completely different realm and dimension of existence. And again, if I could go back and give my younger self a piece of advice, it would be, hey, if we're already not vibing with everybody in our life, then what is the harm in just going all the way? Okay, just go all the way, and it is going to accelerate everything so much more quickly for us to find what really does bring us joy and what brings us happiness and makes us feel magical and confident and empowered. Okay, so I wanted to share this today in case it helps you on your journey. These are the conversations that can really be life-changing when we have them with our inner children and teens, and reminding them, hey, you're safe. I've got you. I will always have you. I love you unconditionally. I am going to get us to this new reality. And I know sometimes it feels scary and it feels intense because we're shifting identities, but it's going to be a million times better on the other side. And I'm going to be here to hold your hand every step of the way. Okay, we're going to do it together. And so I love you very much, and I hope you have a very magical day.